Hello, so I wanted to get going with a video log update of my progress with pond water power, which has sort of morphed into moss and also pothos power. The idea here being that all forms of life put out energy, and we can harness that in different ways, provided we do so in balance. Right now, I'm kind of just seeing if things survive and persist to see, look at a ecosystem and the health of its members as a barometer of the energy in the system. So far so good. Anywho, I have this hooked up to anodes, copper here, and here's my diode. This is the lock to my canal, and making sure that power only moves in this direction. And this is going to my fancy dancy connectors. Paper clip for positive right here, and this negative connector. I have these wired up to a simple dollar store switch light. It has kind of a fancy base and a gizmo here and there that of course it took apart, and I've wired the solar panel connectors. Notice the holes there where I've just ripped the solar panel out. I'll attach it to my kid's toy train or something like that and blow his mind. So this has been wired to these guys instead, and this is where a solar panel would normally be coming in. The switch is set to on, which means that right now there should be a light on here, and it's acting as if there's sunlight coming in, and it's got enough light to keep the switch on. So in other words, I'm about to make it dark, and damn, how am I supposed to move up? Light. Okay, connected, not connected, connected, not connected, connected, not connected. This is like I'm covering my hand over a regular working one, covering up the solar panel on the top of it. These guys don't go on if there's any light at all. So this is basically behaving like solar panels engaged. So let's check this voltage. And here we have a multimeter. Turn the flash back on. And pick this guy up. Stick this guy in there. In there. Flash, we're finally coming on. See that going in there, when it's connected, we have 0.25 volts. Dial it in even more here. Like my fancy lab of a piano. And so nothing more complicated here than galvanized steel, copper gauge solid wiring, and as long as there's copper here and galvanized steel here, everything is good. Now I kept one with non-galvanized steel to show you the difference in how much goes on with the oxidation. There's a completely different kind of algae growing in this tank, and I'm just not sure if it would be entirely healthy for any ecosystem. It's its own kind of bug here. It's still part of the whole collective, but I sort of wanted to have one that shows what the difference is. These guys still look mostly healthy. If there's any ions or anything in this water, I don't know about it. I'm sure there's something. We'll figure that out as time goes on. Anywho, oh, what do you know? Our light's gone on, which means we're covering up the solar, so to speak. And this voltage has dropped what I've noticed happens is that the it kind of works like a battery that does get depleted with time and use. Um, and if this drops below a certain level, the light definitely comes on. So I will show what happens when I disconnect things. Nothing connected now. Disconnect both of these. I'll show you the voltage on these guys. Set it to proper. This does actually climb when I'm not looking at it. Watch. No. Give it a second. No, I don't know how much amperage is going on here. For facilities and equipment is apparent. Who wants to come learn about organic solar, folks? So it jumps, and then wait a second. It jumps. And 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Light's still going. So now we're in the 6s. Now let's see what happens when I know those aren't the right colors. I'm going with warmer color is more positive. And we have white. Okay. On. And that will take some time. Now hook this up. Flash again. This is all free, folks. You can just do this. Do this at home. Do it over and over again. I don't know what you can charge yet, but have at it. Show us what biopower is capable of. Don't hook it up to established ecosystems yet. I don't know what it does to animal life, by the way. Everybody's asking me why I don't just hook this up to the pod. And my copepods died. The ones that are in this water, pond water, the little crustaceans died. It was rather sad, but they were kind of my canaries in the coal mine. Thus far, I can't see this supporting animal life. I don't know if they didn't have enough food or what, but it definitely didn't make it. So, all right, enough. Okay. Good night. On water power exists.